Be in tune with the sadness of now, the boredom of now, the silence of now. In this present moment where there's nothing to entertain me, there's nothing to entertain you, when you are replicating this in your own way, let it wash over you. Let your mind put up its fuss. Let it, quote unquote, voice its disappointment, its aggravation. Let it dump. Let it decay. Let its cravings die. And bear the sorrow that it feels, that you're not allowing it to get on your phone. You're not allowing it to distract yourself from something. Make no mistake, despite the fact that there's something in us that wants to be healed, there's also something in us that just wants to be distracted. And I don't mean in this malevolent, malicious way even. I mean as the child who weeps and gripes when it's time to go to sleep. It wants more fun. It wants to squeeze every last opportunity to experience excitement. Sleep being the healing thing. It doesn't care. The child, the adolescent, that doesn't leave us. You think it leaves us? You think you've outgrown your vices, your immaturity? You think you've outgrown it? Don't be so sure. You know how stable you are if the silence is not deafening, if the silence does not cause that fight. We always need to be doing something, even if that something is contributing to nothing. Can you honestly say the things that you engage in, the activities that you participate in, the forms of visual and auditory stimulation that you subject yourself to, can you honestly say that it's to your benefit, that it has some kind of long-term benefit, something that spills over into the other facets of your life? This right here, this unsightly, weird thing, it makes you physically stronger. It makes you mentally stronger. And it makes you able to last that much longer. You can keep indulging the child. I have no problem with childlike aspects, childlike qualities. I think it's what makes some of the best people so great. But there's a difference between the positive childlike qualities and the negative ones. The positive ones being a certain sense of humor, a certain level of bottomless enthusiasm. The childlike negative qualities, they come in when you scoff at that which will heal you. You pound the floor in your own little adult way. And you throw your tantrum when it's time to restore, when it's time to come back to a place of equilibrium. When it's time to get serious about healing yourself. Although it's temporary, each time, nothing lasts. Everything is transient. Every single thing, no matter how good, temporary. No matter how bad, temporary. It's all temporary. But we get to decide what kind of quality of life we want. And you can continue thinking the best quality of life comes from diarrhea of the mouth. It comes from worshiping the beauty of certain aesthetics. Or you can put the emphasis on, the focus on internal flourishing, internal restoration. Even if it won't last, as I said, it will help you last. And it will help you be a more honest person, a more authentic person. It will help you see things more clearly. It will help you connect with the people in your life in a way that I don't think you even know is possible. Your thoughts are not necessarily you. There's another option. I call it the blank canvas. A place that is just completely different from our normal perception of ourselves. And in this place, you feel much freer. And in this place, possibilities return. I love you. 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 I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why is sometimes nothing never enough? I think sometimes nothing is never enough because there is a pursuit that we have neglected due to the nature of our workaday world, due to the nature of how we treat ourselves and treat each other. What I'm doing, I don't believe this is some kind of special thing reserved merely for me. And I've also ruled out that it's something pathological. I think things aren't ever enough for the same reason that you become highly discombobulated and unstable when you go without eating. You know how that saying goes, that sentiment goes, I can't do anything else until I eat. If I don't eat, I feel like I'm going to die. You know how that saying goes, I just need a nap. I just need to get some sleep. And what happens when you don't get that nap? What happens when you don't get that sleep? What happens when you don't eat that meal? Chaos. Stress on top of stress on top of stress. Dissatisfaction on top of dissatisfaction on top of dissatisfaction. There's something else apparently that we need, that feeds us, that relieves us, and that is an honest talk with your body. All this weird shit that I'm doing, clearly it has a place. Clearly it's there for a reason. The body wants to be restored. Through sleep, through eating, through sex. What else? You can name some other things, but what else? What if this right here? What if meditation and yoga? What if that's that other thing that we need, that we roll our eyes at because it just isn't our norm? It's a little bit too unsightly to be all ee. We laugh and we giggle while we slowly commit our pseudo-suicide. You don't want to be whole. You'd rather be full of shit. Because being full of shit, at the very least, makes you compatible with everybody else. At the very least, it helps you fit in. I see nothing worth fitting in with. I don't say that from any kind of high horse. I say that as dispassionate observation. You know you want more. You know you want to be restored. I guess that's my new word, restored. I keep saying it. Stop letting other people dictate what makes sense for you. Try to make sense on your own. I'm not saying the sense you make will lead you to do the things I'm doing. I don't think anybody should necessarily make the choices that I've made. Well, the choices I've made are highly incompatible with this world. However, what I'm saying is that maybe for you it's different because I'm a different kind of person. Even if I wasn't doing these things. Maybe for you, if you pursue this kind of meditation and restoration, again, I'm going to say restoration constantly, maybe it will make you excel in the way that you would like, amplify you in the way that you've always wanted to be, make you feel whole for once in your fucking life. This isn't the cure-all. I'm not saying this is the silver bullet. But what I'm saying is that what we need less of are these inflammatory kinds of pleasure. And what we need more of is the kind of nourishment, the kind of pleasure that has much more long-term benefits, that cools you, that helps you in a way more potent and, comparatively speaking, profound way. I guess that's it.